Jain students. Today in chemistry we will study the second part of our unit solutions, and in this part we will study another topic known as expressing concentration of solutions. So we will see here about the expressing concentration of solutions. The composition of solutions can be find out by its concentration, and we can find out the concentration of any solution either by using its quality or its quantity, or one can say we can find out the concentration by, quantitatively by finding out the concentration of any particular component already present in the solution. For example, suppose we want to find out the concentration of a sugar solution. We will find out how much amount of the sugar is present in maximum 1 liter of the water, or how much volume of the solvent is present here. If we want to find out the concentration qualitatively, so we can say the solution is either dilute. Dilute means the concentration or the presence, the amount of solute is smaller than the amount of solvent. If we will say that the solution is concentrated, it means the amount of solute is greater than the amount of solvent. But these methods of finding out the concentration of solution are confusing. So we generally use different method by which we can find out the concentration of solution quantitatively. These methods are given here. First method is mass percentage. Mass percentage. And second method is volume percentage. Third method is mass by volume percentage. Fourth method is parts per million. Fifth method is mole fraction. Sixth method is molarity. Seventh method, which is given in our syllabus, is molarity. We will see all these methods one by one. First of all, I am taking here mass percentage. So under mass percentage, we will see here that it is denoted by the symbol small w by capital W, percentage. Now the question is here, how we can define what is the mass percentage. So under mass percentage, we will see here, under mass percentage here, we will see what is the definition of mass percentage. One can define here that the mass percentage is the mass of the component, generally solute, multiplied with 100 and divided by the total mass of the solution. So we can write here the formula of mass percentage as given here. The mass percentage will be equal to mass of the component that is solute into 100 and divided by the total mass of the solution. Now we will see here the example of it. Suppose we want to say that 10% glucose solution is there. It means 10 gram of the glucose is dissolved in 90 gram of the water to make the solution 100 gram. So here the 10% glucose solution will be 10 gram of the glucose in 90 gram of water. Generally this method is used for finding out the concentration of any particular type of component in a solvent. So suppose 3.92 gram of sodium hypochlorite is dissolved in ethyl alcohol for making the sanitizer. Now we will see the other method of the, you can say, finding out the percentage or concentration of the solution. That second method we will see here is known as volume percentage. Volume percentage. We will see here about the volume percentage. Volume percentage is denoted by V percent. Here V will be the volume of any particular component and V will be the total volume of the solution. So how we can define what is volume by volume percentage? It is the percentage of a component, generally of solute, multiplied with 100 and divided by the total volume of the solution. For example, 10% ethyl alcohol solution means 10 ml of the ethyl alcohol is dissolved in 90 ml of the water to make the solution 10%. So generally it will be particular type of method. Now we will see here what is the formula of volume percentage. So we can write here volume of component, generally solute, into 100 divided by the total volume of solution. Total volume of solution. Now what is the importance of this method? Generally the antifreeze, which is produced by dissolving ethylene glycol in water. In this solution 37.5% of the ethylene glycol is present in water, and that can decrease the temperature of this solution up to minus 17.2 degrees centigrade. Now we will see the next method that is known as mass by volume percentage. So we will see the next method that is known as mass by volume percentage. Mass by volume percentage. How we can define the mass by volume percentage? We can write here W by V percent is the symbol for it. It is the percentage of mass of a particular component present in a definite volume of the solution. For example, suppose we are taking any type of vitamin and it's a particular percentage, suppose 0.5 gram of any vitamin is dissolved in 100 gram of the solvent, then it will provide us the mass by volume percentage of the solution. And generally this method is used for making the medicines. Now we will see the other method for finding out the concentration of solution, that is known as, you can say, parts per million. We will see here about the parts per million. So we will see here parts per million. How we can define what is parts per million? Whenever very trace amount of any component is present in a solution, so generally we cannot easily find out its concentration. In that particular case, we can find out the parts per million, means the parts of that particular component in per million of the solution. So in that particular case, how we can define the parts per million? It is defined as the number of parts of a particular component of the solution multiplied with 10 to the power 6 and divided by the total number of parts of all components present in the solution. So we can find out the parts per million in this way. Generally, parts per million of the solution can be find out by using the formula. We will write here the formula. The formula will be ppm, parts per million, is equal to number of parts of component multiplied with 10 to the power 6 and divided by total number of parts. Total number of parts of all components. So this is the formula. Now what is the use of this method, or what is the importance of this method in our you can say daily life? It is generally the parts per million is useful for finding out the amount of particular pollutants present in the air or in the water. For example, we can find out the parts of oxygen in a particular amount of the you can say water which is present in a particular area or particular you can say pond or river, etc. Now we will see another method of finding out the concentration of the solution, that is known as mole fraction. So we will see here about the mole fraction now. Mole fraction is denoted by the symbol small x, as it is given in our textbook. Now, what do you mean by fraction? Fraction means a kind of a part, or generally you can say एक प्रकार का हिस्सा जो किसी particular whole amount में होता है, that is known as fraction. जैसे मान लीजिए कि आपको एक ब्रेड दी गई है, उसका 1/4 पार्ट देना है, तो that will be the fraction. What will be the 1/4 part? That will be 1/4, and that will be the fraction of that particular bread. Now we will see here about the definition mole fraction. Before finding out the mole fraction, we will see here a solution. Suppose a solution is made by two components. Okay, a solution is made by two components. Here the solution is given, made by component A and component B. If component A is a solute and component B is solvent. Okay. Now, for finding out the suppose the number of moles of component A is equal to small n A, and the number of moles of component B is equal to NB. So here we are saying about the mole fraction. That's why I am taking here the number of moles of component A and B. So the total number of moles of solution will be total number of moles of solution will be here. What will be? It will be equal to Na plus Nb. You will write these. Now, if you want to find out the fraction of any number of moles of any component, so what you will do, you will take the number of moles of that particular component and you will divide the you can say number of mole by total number of mole of the solution. So what is the definition of number of moles? It can be defined as it is the number of moles of a particular component divided by the total number of mole of the all component present in the solution. So suppose you want to find out the number of mole fraction of component A. Okay, here the component A, if you want to know mole fraction of component A, so you can write here the formula as mole fraction of A. For this purpose you can write here XA. XA will be equal to, you can write here NA oblique NA plus NB. Okay. Similarly, for the mole fraction of B, you can write here XB is equal to NB divided by NA plus NB. Okay. In this manner, you can find out the mole fraction of both these components. Now, if any compound having I number of moles of the, you can say all I number of component present in a solution, so in that particular case you can also find out the mole fraction of such solution. Means thus you can find out the mole fraction of that solution having more than two components. So in that particular case also you can find out the mole fraction as, suppose you want to find out the mole fraction of ith component, so you can write here n1 plus n2 and so on. Suppose the I number of moles are present, so you can write here Ni plus Ni. Okay, and in that particular case the mole fraction of ith component will be Xi is equal to Ni divided by N1 plus N2 and so on plus Ni. Okay, in this manner you can find out the mole fraction. Now always remember the mole fraction of all component of a solution, the sum of mole fraction of all component of a solution will be equal to, you can say 1. So you can write here X, suppose we are taking the solution made by two components, that is you can say A and B. So the mole fraction, the sum of mole fraction of that solution will be equal to sum of mole fraction of solution will be Xa plus Xb is equal to 1. And in this manner we can find out the mole fraction. Okay. Now we will see here about the next you can say method of concentration. Okay. Next method of concentration we will see here. That is known as molarity. Molarity. So molarity is generally denoted by symbol capital N. How we can define molarity? It is the number of moles of solute present in 1 liter volume of the solution. It is known as molarity. Okay. So if the, you can say, volume of solution is not present in liter, or if it is present in milliliter, then we will convert the, you can say, volume of that solution into liter. Okay, when we will calculate the molarity. So molarity can be, the formula of molarity will be, molarity is equal to number of moles of solute divided by total volume of solution in liter. Volume of solution in liter. In liter. Okay. For example, suppose we have given 1 molar solution of KCl. It means 58.5 gram of KCl is dissolved in 1 liter of water. Okay, if we are taking the solution of KCl in water, then that will be the molarity. You can calculate the molarity very easily. Okay, how we will calculate the molarity we will see next time. Okay, now we will see the next method, that is known as molality. Molality. It is denoted by small n. What is molality? Molality can be defined similarly just like the definition of the molarity, but here is some you can say difference between the definition of both these two. So it is molality can be defined as, it is the number of moles of the solute dissolved in 1 kilogram mass of the solvent. what 1 kilogram mass of the salt. So the formula of molality will be, you can say, number of moles of solute dissolved in, you can say, 1 kilogram mass of solution. Okay, or you can write here total mass of solvent. You will not write here total, you will write here mass of solvent in kg. In kg means kilogram. In this manner you can find out the molality. For example, suppose you want to find out the suppose the molality of a NaCl solution is given here. Previously I have told you that the molar mass of KCl is 58. Actually the molar mass of KCl is 74.2 gram. And now we will see here the mass of the NaCl will be 58.5 gram. So if you will dissolve 58.5 gram, one molar solution of the, you can say, NaCl in water means 58.5 gram of NaCl is present in 1 kilogram of the water. That is the, you can say, concentration. We will calculate it also in the next video. Thank you.